Welcome back to EMA English Daily. Everyone, today we're talking about something many English learners feel every day, understanding English well, but freezing when it's time to speak.
That happens to me all the time, Emma. I can follow movies, podcasts, and even conversations. But when I try to answer, my mind suddenly goes completely blank.
That feeling is very normal, Jack. Many learners keep translating every word inside their heads first, and that makes speaking slow, stressful, and uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly. I hear English, translate it into my language, think of my answer, then translate it back again, and by then the conversation has already moved on.
That is called the translation trap. Instead of translating, try connecting English directly to images, emotions, and real situations so your brain reacts naturally.
So when I hear the word coffee, I should imagine the smell, the hot cup, and the feeling of drinking it instead of translating the word first.
Perfect, Jack. When you connect English with real feelings and pictures, speaking becomes faster, smoother, and much more natural in everyday conversations.
I like that idea because it feels easier already. Maybe my English problem is not lack of knowledge. Maybe my brain just needs different practice methods.
Exactly. Another big reason is the input-output gap. Many people spend hours listening and reading English, but they almost never practice speaking out loud.
That sounds like me again. Watch English videos every day, but I rarely open my mouth to speak, so my speaking muscles probably stay asleep.
Welcome back to EMA English Daily, everyone. Many learners hear English every day through movies and videos, but they almost never practice speaking out loud.
That sounds exactly like me, Emma. My ears listen to English for hours every day, but my mouth stays silent most of the time, and that feels frustrating.
That is why speaking feels difficult, Jack. Your listening skill becomes stronger and stronger, but your speaking skill stays weak because it gets very little practice.
So my brain understands English clearly, but my mouth still feels nervous and slow like a beginner every time I try to speak with someone.
Exactly. Speaking is like exercise. If you never train your mouth, speaking will feel uncomfortable, awkward, and difficult no matter how much English you understand.
But what if someone has no English-speaking friends nearby? Many people study alone, so practicing real conversations every day feels almost impossible.
That's completely fine. You can practice alone by talking to yourself out loud about simple moments, like breakfast, work, walking outside, or your day.
All right, let me try. This morning I woke up late, made coffee too quickly, burned my toast badly, but I still ate it because I was very hungry.
That was excellent, Jack. You spoke naturally because you focused on your real experience instead of worrying too much about grammar or perfect sentences.
I noticed something interesting too. The words came faster when I stopped overthinking and simply talked about my morning like a normal conversation.
Exactly. Even 2 minutes of speaking practice every day can improve your confidence, pronunciation, and speaking speed little by little over time.
I really like that idea because it feels simple and realistic. Strong listening and regular speaking practice together can finally make English feel natural.
Now let's talk about another problem called the fear filter. Many learners stay silent because they are scared of making grammar or pronunciations mistakes.
That happens to me all the time. Sometimes I know the answer clearly in English, but fear stops me from speaking because I worry people may laugh.
But remember this, Jack. Every fluent English speaker made thousands of mistakes while learning, and mistakes are actually part of becoming confident and natural.
Hearing that honestly makes me feel calmer, Emma. Maybe speaking English is not about being perfect, but about speaking bravely again and again.
Welcome back to EMA English Daily. Children make mistakes while learning their first language every single day, but people still encourage them with smiles and patience.
That's true, Emma. Nobody expects children to speak perfectly, so maybe English learners should also stop feeling ashamed of small grammar mistakes.
Exactly. Most people respect learners because speaking another language is difficult, and mistakes simply shows that you are trying and improving step by step.
I really like that idea because I always thought mistakes meant failure. But now I understand they are actually part of real learning and growth.
Let me ask you something, Jack. Which is better, speaking messy English with confidence or staying silent because uh, you are afraid of sounding imperfect?
Messy English is definitely better because at least you are communicating, learning, and becoming more comfortable every time you open your mouth.
Exactly. Remember this forever. Everyone watching EMA English Daily. Messy English is always better than no English because brave practice creates fluent speakers.
I'm seriously going to remember that sentence whenever I feel nervous in conversations because fear usually stops me before I even begin speaking.
Good. Now let's talk about another problem. Many learners study hundreds of single vocabulary words, but they still struggle during real conversations.
That sounds familiar. I write many words in my notebook every week, but when I need them in real situations, my brain suddenly freezes again.
That happens because real English is not only about words. Native speakers use full expressions and sentence patterns again and again naturally every day.
So instead of learning only one word, like help, I should learn full phrases like, "Can you help me with this?" and practice them often.
Exactly. These ready-made phrases are called chunks, and they help your brain speak faster because you remember one complete expression instead of many words.
I understand now. Chunks feel easier because I already hear them often in movies, podcasts, and normal conversations, so they sound natural in my mind.
Perfect. From now on, collect useful full sentences like, no worries. That makes sense. Or how was your day? Instead of random single words.
I really like this method, Emma. My notebook is about to become completely different. And honestly, I'm excited to start learning English this way.
Welcome back to EMA English Daily. My friend Lily studied English for many years and understood movies and books well, but she still felt nervous speaking outside.
That surprises me, Emma. After studying English for so long, I thought speaking in simple situations like ordering coffee would feel easy and natural.
You would think so, but when Lily visited London, fear and translation filled her mind, and suddenly she could not even order a simple coffee calmly.
So the real problem was not vocabulary knowledge. Her brain was translating too much, and fear stopped the English words from coming out naturally.
Exactly. Later, Lily changed her learning style completely. She practiced speaking every day, used chunks, and stopped worrying too much about mistakes.
And did those small daily changes really improve her speaking confidence that quickly in real conversations with native English speakers around her?
Yes. 3 months later, she returned to London, smiled confidently, ordered coffee in English easily, and finally enjoyed speaking without fear or stress.
That story honestly gives me hope because it proves speaking improves faster when we fix the real problems instead of only memorizing grammar rules.
Exactly. So let's quickly review today's lesson for everyone watching EMA English Daily and help them remember these important speaking tips more clearly.
First, we learned about the translation trap, where learners translate every sentence inside their heads instead of directly in simple English.
Right. And the solution is connecting English with pictures, emotions, and real situations instead of depending completely on your first language transitions.
Then we discussed the input-output gap, where learners listen to English every day but almost never practice speaking with their own voice.
Exactly. Even a few minutes of speaking practice daily can slowly build confidence, improve fluency, and make conversations feel more comfortable naturally.
After that, we talked about the fear filter, where fear blocks words from coming out because learners worry too much about mistakes or pronunciation.
And the important lesson was this: messy English is always better than silence because mistakes are proof that you are learning and improving daily.
Finally, we learned about chunks and ready-made expressions, which help conversations sound smoother, faster, and much more natural in everyday situations.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today on EMA English Daily. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never stop believing in your English journey.
Before you leave, tell us in the comments which problem feels hardest for you, and keep using your English every single day with confidence.